Okay, so now we can make some progress. Get a little further into the stomach. I don't think we can do anything with this
one of those
pill
tiny
yet.
timed release pills.
I think we just need to leave that for now. We'll head over this way. Might just save real quick. Twinkies lasting forever, solid myth. Oh, okay. I mean, I know they last ages, but I mean, it's probably not forever, but it's definitely a while. There's a lot of preservatives in those things.
This is the upper area of the duodenum. Matter preprocessed from the stomach enters here through the pylorus above. It has a lovely bile-colored decor, and for a very good reason. This is the area in which raw processed ingestibles are mixed with a variety of secretions for further breakdown.
Sounds pleasant. Very pleasant. Well, let's keep going. What else have we got?
Ah, the old ampulla of Vater, surrounded by the sphincter of Adi. Didn't you always wonder what it looked like? The bile slick seems to be a little fresher there.
Interesting. So we can go through there, or we can go further down. We'll go further down first. I can't really remember exactly how you do this area. Like, I can remember bits and pieces, but can't remember all of it. So I think you can possibly die around here, but we will investigate. Whoa. Oh, I remember this actually. This is kind of glitchy. I remember this bit actually. I used to have...
Since you've entered the tapeworm not partially digested, you'll probably give him heartburn. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Okay, so we'll try again. I do remember this bit here. Yeah, the view goes weird here for some reason.
Since you've entered the tapeworm not partially digested...
Okay, maybe it was lucky I saved, because I don't think we can get out of here without dying.
Since you've entered...
Let's just restore that game. Uh-oh. That's not good. I might have to look into if there's like a fix for that. Maybe if I leave the cycles down, they might fix it. I'll leave them at 10%. Okay, we'll head up this way instead. Because that tapeworm ain't good. Alright, where are we now?
Welcome to the heart of the bile belt. This is indeed Spew Central. At this location, secretions from the liver, gallbladder, and pancreas merge to form a duodenal delight, guaranteed to break down almost anything the stomach doesn't. The common bile duct runs up from here.
Very good. Hey, Albacero. Welcome back. Homer Simpson allowed Twinkies to age into a strong alcoholic drink. I don't think I saw that episode, but it doesn't surprise me.
This is the cystic duct. You are quite near where the gallbladder
This is actually an
becomes part of
educative
the
game, it
bile
is.
parade.
Learning a lot about the human anatomy here. Good lesson. I don't know how accurate it is, but...
Wow, check out all that bile. Looks like her liver's been doing just fine. That's a pool of bile any liver would be proud of. You sure can't speak highly of its aroma.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't smell very nice in there. Okay, so we've got some bile here. What we can actually do is... If I can remember correctly, I think we need to use these... What is this, actually?
It's the bundle of capillaries you appropriated from Stellar.
Ah, of course. Just some of Stella's capillaries. I'm sure she doesn't need them. So what we have to do here is
You cleverly
tape them
the
together.
capillaries together.
Okay, so I think we have to drop this into
So close
here.
and yet
No.
so far away.
Maybe we use this with that.
Nice work.
Yeah.
You've hooked up your makeshift hose to the pump.
I like how those suddenly got bigger. I guess they've probably got some stretch in them, but I don't know. Seems a bit weird. Okay, so let's pump ourselves some bile. I'm sure that'll come in handy somewhere. This is a Space Quest game, so
You chuck one of the taped capillaries over the muscular ledge. It drops into the pool.
anything you can get your hands on is probably going to help you at some point.
You give the pump a stroke or two, and in the process gather a nice helmet load of bile. I guess congratulations are in order.
So I guess we don't need this pump anymore. Got ourselves a nice helmet full of bile.
It looks vaguely like your hiney after it's been chewed out by your boss.
Really? It's a bit worrying. A little bit worrying. So I guess we can't actually pick this back up.
It wouldn't be You've got plenty of that stuff. Or did you want to take some home to Mom?
Seems a bit like not a good idea to leave some like random metal objects inside Stella. Like that's probably going to cause some issues. Though then again, she had like an entirely undissolved Twinkie, a staple, some feathers, lots of interesting things. So she probably won't even notice it's there. Oh no! Run, Roger! Like a strange version of Indiana Jones. This is an adventure game. If it isn't nailed down, we take it. If it is nailed down, we find a way to remove the nails. It's pretty accurate, I must say. Pretty sure that's like the whole thing of these games and like RPGs is anything that's not nailed down, you take it. Okay, so what have we got now?
This is the main pancreatic duct. It appears that there's some blockage toward the tail of the pancreas. It definitely gets a bit snug. Seems to be a buildup of cholesterol arterial plaque.
Damn, Stella. You need to take better care of yourself, because this don't look good.
Not much going on there, eh?
I think there's some things going on there, but probably things that shouldn't be going on. So what did we get here?
Gall Stones you
Gallstones.
collected as souvenirs from Stella's common bile duct.
Awesome. Still got our fish.
It looks vaguely like your hiney after it's been chewed out by your boss.
Say that about everything. Okay, so what we want to do here is take our... What are these?
You're the first one on your block to actually possess someone else's alveoli.
Alveoli. Stella's alveoli. We're going to take those and stick them in this calcium buildup or whatever it was. And of all things, we're going to blow into them and expand them. Of course. Yeah. Here's your fish. Good old fish gag. I've had that fish since like the start of the game. Still carrying it around. Sure it's going to come in handy at some point. Damn, this looks like a scene out of Aliens or something.
And here we have the islands of Langerhans. They're a big deal here in the pancreas.
I see.
Apparently, they play an important part in introducing hormones to the blood system, as well as adding an enzyme which, when joined with the bile secretion from the gallbladder, forms some kind of spew that breaks down stuff the stomach acids don't. Fats, and that kind of thing.
That sounds
Not
like
only
it will be
that,
handy.
but some cells release insulin and others release glucagon to counter the insulin. It even offers up a bicarbonate to counteract the stomach's acid. All in all, it's a pretty strange and busy organ.
Well, sounds like just what we need.
It just looks like a uvula warehouse to me.
I'm sure you've seen many of those in your day, Roger. Came from the cold Saurian brandy. It did, yes, we got it. The thing is, like, if you examine the cold Saurian brandy bottle, it mentions that there's a fish inside the bottle, but, like, I don't think a fish that size would be in the bottle. So I don't know if it's supposed to be the same fish, or just, like, a random fish that guy has, that he gives you. Okay, so our good old friend Gary mentions that mixing this stuff with the bile is good for breaking down stuff that the stomach cannot. So I think grabbing some of this will be a good idea.
You maneuver your helmet beneath the drip and manage to snag a nice little dollop of the stuff.
Cool.
Let's look at it together and see what we can see, okay?
It looks pretty. Some nice purples, and pinks, and some greens. Very good. Okay, I think we should save. Because we're probably going to have to deal with that tapeworm again. And there's a possibility that we'll get stuck. First things first though, we'll go back up to the stomach. Because we did have a pill sitting up there, an undissolved pill, and we now have some solution that can dissolve things that the stomach bile is unable to, so go have a look at that.
It's one of those tiny timed release pills. You now own one of those tiny timed release pills. It's one of those neat little time release time pills.
It's one, looks like a mini to me. But I'm sure those will come in handy. Okay. Time to deal with the Tapeworm Boss. Hopefully we don't glitch out again. I feel like I hold on, I might just go back for a minute, because when we were back up at the ship I mentioned something about a loose tile, but I didn't actually seem to collect one. I might just see if we can actually get one of those.
This heat tile looks loose.
Take it.
Whoops. I have to stop doing that.
I don't know if I'm supposed to
Judging by
collect
the
the heat
spongy,
tile here or
sticky
not.
surface and the rippled, undulating muscle churning underneath, you deduce that you're standing on a stomach.
Oh, a
But
stomach.
you're not 100% certain. It's just a gut feeling. Red light. This is not good. Apparently some or all of the intermix element in fuel tank 3 was disgorged during your heinous Venus joyride. That's
Heinous
not
Venus.
all that was disgorged, but we'll skip the details.
Oh, okay, so we need to actually refuel, don't we? With something. But I don't think we've
You're
found that
treading
yet.
on the fundus. For some reason, doing after all.
Well, let's go deal with that tapeworm. Hopefully we won't get stuck. Alright, so I'm just gonna see if this is still gonna glitch out or not. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, so I dropped the cycles there, so that must have fixed it.
Great Scott, that certainly is one buff parasite.
I think I'm gonna spew. But who'll notice? Man, That thing is ugly.
Okay. So if we actually go down here, I'm actually going to go down here because we didn't see the death scene before because it kind of glitched out. But if we go down too far,
Since you've entered the
get
tapeworm
eaten.
not partially digested, you'll probably give him heartburn. I hope you're proud of yourself.
always. Okay, so what we need to do here is,
It's one of those neat little time-release time pills.
from memory, is use these little pills to sedate this tapeworm.
Impressive. The tapeworm suddenly
sedate, the
becomes
opposite of
much
sedate, I
more
guess.
animated.
Doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't know. I guess like being inside someone's body and animating tapeworms doesn't make sense anyway, but I feel like it would eat me easier if it was more animated. Oh well.
Please remember to keep your arms and legs on the worm at all times.
Worm Chow, yeah. We were Worm Chow, and now we're Worm Riders. We've tamed the beast. Roger Wilco is so similar to Space Ace. Do you know which came first? Space Ace. That rings a bell, but I'm not entirely familiar with it. I feel like this was probably first. The original Space Quest was
That's a ride you won't take in the Magic Kingdom.
1987, I believe. Possibly 1986.
That's your
Somewhere around then.
friend
So it's
who, with
quite
a
an
little
old
help from
game.
Organic and pharmaceutical resources,
but
was kind enough to give you
Space
that
Ace-
ride along the approximately
Oh, really?
6.5
Space Ace came
meters or
first.
so of small intestine that lies between here and the duodenum.
Duodenum. Oh my lord. Stella, what the hell have you been eating?
This is the appendix. It's a strange piece of the humanoid anatomy considered by some medical types to be fairly useless. It may not be useful, but it does seem to collect some strange stuff.
Yeah, there's like a buckazoid in here. It's kind of weird. This game is so cool though. This game is really good. It's actually not my favorite in the series, but it's definitely up there. I think number 4 is my favorite. But if you like this one, I'd definitely check out probably number 4. Number 4 and number 6 are actually the only ones that have the spoken dialogue for the narration and stuff. The other ones are all kind of text-based, but they're still really good games. What else have we got in here? We've got a buckazoid.
Talk about hard currency. The buckazoid has proven itself once again. This is even one of the old-style ones. Might be worth some money. Too bad you can't carry it.
Darn it. Could be a collector's item. Put on eBay. Space Ace is a Laserdisc video game produced by Don Bluth Studios. October 1983. Wow, Laserdisc, that's old. That's really old. Okay. I might have to have a look into those. I don't know if I'll play them, but I'll be curious to see like the similarities between them.
How does she get this stuff into her digestive system? That's a screw Stellar probably doesn't remember.
A screw? What? That's supposed to be an innuendo, Gary.
It's a relatively unscathed paperclip.
Damn, man, how did this stuff not like rip your bloody
It's a
intestines open
fingernail,
and stuff?
complete with paint. These have a knack for making it down here. Suddenly, you wonder when Stellar grew such long nails. Perhaps you haven't been thinking of Stellar as a woman as much as a crewmate. You feel an interesting longing. One look at your surroundings kills that feeling fast. But maybe after this is all over.
Maybe.
You carefully, very carefully, stow the paperclip in your pocket.
Very carefully. Well, we've stored some weirder things in a paperclip in my pockets. My like infinite space pockets.
It's a paperclip from Stellar's appendix. You're definitely going to have to talk to Stellar about her eating habits. That is, if you make it out of here.
Yeah, she's been eating some weird things, I've got to say. Okay, so I think we need to collect some of this.
It looks like an old silver amalgam filling. Must have been bouncing around here for years. You pull away a cracked piece of the filling.
You've crammed in like entire ladder in there before, exactly. And like not long ago we put that plank in there when we were in the whole cyberspace thing. So it's not much of a stretch to get a bit of a paperclip in there, really. Alright, back on the worm. Might just save again, just to be safe.
So you like the worm, huh? You like to ride the worm, huh? I let you ride the worm.
Cheers, Gary. I do like to ride the worm. Need like a cowboy hat or something. Right. Okay, so I think I've got the settings correct now because it's not glitching, which is good. Because this game is so old, a lot of the event timings are based off the CPU speeds. So when you're running them on newer computers, because the CPUs are a lot faster than they used to be back in the day, you can run into a lot of issues with things just kind of not working how they're supposed to. But running this through DOSBox is really good because DOSBox gives you the options to kind of throttle your CPU to match the speeds that the old ones would be at, and that usually kind of solves any issues you'd run into. Okay, so we've got this chunk of silver now, which is actually one of the components of fuel that we're using in our ship.
It's a chunk of silver tooth filling you found in Stellar's appendix.
Which is pretty convenient, seeing that our fuel is low. So we'll see if we can put that in our fuel system and get back on the road. Silly design. Yeah, just thinking about it nowadays, it's kind of a weird way to design your event timings around, is to do it based off like clock speeds of the processors. Like, I guess nowadays we're more like aware that those things change like pretty much like year to year. They like almost double. But I suppose back then it wasn't really as well known. But yeah, it's definitely a weird way to design it. And I guess they've probably learnt their lesson from that now. But luckily people have found a way to fix it, so...
You neatly replace the EVA suit in its proper place.
Cool. Cool beans. Alright. So our ship should be good now, hopefully. Got some more fuel. Just borrowed one of Stella's fillings. He didn't seem to need it. Alright. Power is... Oh, power was on. Okay. Nav, system offline, system integrity failure. Okay, we might need to use our navigation disk here.
It's the subroutine program disk the doctor gave you to be able to navigate through Stellar's body.
Let's do it. Let's use it. Put it in.
As cool as...
No? Yeah? Oh. The one that says subroutine, probably. Makes sense. Nanites found. Okay, so I guess this is where we are. We did destroy those nanites, so the area is most likely clear, but it looks like she's got some nanites in her brain. Ain't a good place to have nanites, I must say. So how do we do this? How do we... Oops.
Perhaps I'd get farther if I kept the subroutine.
Okay, put it back in. No, put it back in. What are you doing, Roger? Maybe I just need to click on the screen? I don't remember. Alright.
It feels...
How do I do this? How do we do this? Maybe I hit navigation now? Initiation? Yeah, sweet. Locked onto the brain. Let's go. I haven't played the Myst games. I've played the first one, but that was a very long time ago. I probably will look at playing them. I mean, I've got a lot of titles on my list that I'm going to look at playing, but I can definitely add them in there if there's some interest. I have actually wanted to check them out, so I will add those to my list. I've played a few that are kind of similar to it. I do know those ones can be notoriously hard as well, so it could be interesting. I'm sure I'll get stuck a lot. But that's half the fun of those games, I guess. Alright. I guess we don't need our suit anymore.
It's pretty sticky out there. Maybe you should wear your EVA suit.
Oh, okay. I do need my suit. Cool. Chuck that on. Put on our suit. Suit up.
The shuttle feels...
Yeah. I mean, they're an iconic series, so I should definitely check them out if I'm going to be playing this kind of genre. Oh, I think I'm missing something. Am I missing something? Might be missing something.
It's pretty tough. It manages to resist your manly efforts.
Yeah, so I think we need to cut through this.
It's pretty tough.
What is it?
It manages to resist your manly efforts.
No, I want to look at it.
This is the meninges. It's a 3-layer cover for the brain. Check out the cool blood vessels.
I don't know if we should be cutting into that. Like, cutting into some things inside a brain don't sound safe. But I guess we don't have much choice. Don't think this is what we need to use here.
Excellent guess,
No.
Kreskin. Wrong, but excellent.
I think we actually need to grab part of that nail from way back. So I'm gonna have to go back and do that.
You snap off a shard of fingernail and gingerly introduce it into your pocket.
Sticking some very dangerous objects in our pants right now. Oh, we've already got the... Okay, I've already got that bit, so that's cool. Did we get
You've
this?
got as much of that as you can carry.
We did. Very good. Okay, so we've got this brainy shield stuff here.
This is the meninges. It's a 3-layer
Meninges,
cover
sorry.
for the brain. Check out the cool blood vessels.
Sport some cool blood vessels. But we are going to cut through this. Seems like a bad idea, but it's for the greater good.
You slice away with the nail and, amazingly enough, manage to cut a slice in the barrier.
Sweet.
It's the old gray matter itself, our friend, the brain. At least some of us are familiar with it. I don't remember seeing you at the meetings. For some reason, you're drawing a complete blank on information regarding the brain.
I wonder why. Alright, let's head over this way. What have we got? Not a lot. I think you can actually fall off here.
Yikes. How am I supposed to jump across this one?
Or maybe not. Do it, Roger. You've jumped. Well, he pole vaulted technically, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah, you're good. You
Come
can do it.
on, by now you should know to take it easy on the merchandise.
What?
Come on,
Come on, Roger, you can do it. Oh,
And
you
you were
can't do
so
it.
close, too.
You can't do it, Roger. Wait, do I need to use something here? I can't remember. Maybe the nail.
It would appear that
Or maybe I'm missing something first. Roger, what the hell? Cutting parts of the brain with a dirty nail. I know, it's like supposed to be saving Stella, not giving her like brain infection. Maybe it is the nail.
boy, wouldn't it?
No? Yes? Do it, Roger. Yes, we made it.
Man, that was close.
Very good. Very good. Right. What have we got this way? Damn. Really large nanobots. They're not really nano. They're like semi-nano.
Holy captain's log, Batman. There are a few more of those nanites here. How am I gonna handle this one?
I'm sure we can find a way.
Nanites are there, and they look real pissy.
They do look pissy. Not sure why, but...
Nice mood lighting.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is take our Gall Stones.
Those are the Gall Stones you collected as souvenirs from Stellar's common bile duct.
We're going to have some interesting souvenirs after this trip, that's for sure.
I don't think I can hit them from here.
Oh no, we're going to have to get closer. I think if we get too, get too close, that happens.
So close, and yet so far away. How embarrassing to get wasted by the Laurel and Hardy of nanites.
Very embarrassing. Maybe we need to go over this side. Ah, there we go. That perspective, like, doesn't quite look right, but whatever. Okay.
You chuck a gallstone at one of the robots, causing it to think the other one did it.
Wow, very sneaky, Roger. Causing drama.
You chuck another gallstone, this time at the other robot, who also thinks the other one did it.
One more should do it, I think. He's got some good aim, though, I've got to say. It's a bit like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. If anyone remembers that game.
That
Might
was
be
quite
showing my
effective.
age there, but
That was very impressive, Roger. I'll bet that's not something you hear every decade.
probably not. Very rarely do we hear that.
The self-deactivated nanites now pose no threat.
Excellent. Okay. What is this thing? It won't actually tell me what this is.
Nice mood lighting.
Just says nice mood lighting.
It feels slightly gritty. You suppress an urge to dust it.
Guess it's nothing. So, we have got an elevator here. Just casually an elevator inside Stella's brain. Seems legit. Whoa, this is a fast elevator. Stop. I want to look around.
It's a recently constructed shaft between the hemispheres of Stellar's brain.
Interesting. I feel like this can't be very healthy.
This button takes you down.
Oh, oops. Whoa, go back. Roger, no. Where are you going?
A huge pile of debris is standing in front of what appears to be some sort of passage. Light pours through the opening.
Sounds like a promising place to go.
A small opening between the brain wall and the debris pile allows a small amount of light to escape.
Alright, we're gonna have to get through here somehow.
Your effort to move it is futile. This would be a challenge for you even if you were full-sized.
Really? It's low, Gary. Alright, we'll go back up. See what else we can find. There was another passageway over here. This elevator goes like really fast though. Just slow down, please.
Don't.
Interesting. The sign says this is Stellar's cough control center.
Cough control, eh? That could come in handy.
I'd better.
Don't. It wouldn't be.
How do we actually get off here?
I'd better.
Don't pick at.
I'd better never ever touch that while I'm in here.
Well, you're gonna. I don't actually know how I'm supposed to get off this elevator.
I'd better.
It wouldn't be.
What does this one say?
So this is the motor control center.
This button takes you down.
Oh, I know. I don't actually know how to get off this elevator.
Oh, this is her choice of men center. It looks a little odd.
It all makes sense now.
This button takes you.
I'd bet.
Okay, I need to get off here, but this is moving like really fast. Maybe I need to drop the cycles a little bit. I definitely need to go to the cough control. Oh, do I actually need to go there though? Or do I need to just like interact with it? Try that again. Choice of men's center, that one's broken for sure, yep. There's definitely something going wrong there. Okay, maybe I need to... We don't have our feather anymore.
Boy, it probably.
I'd better.
Don't touch that.
I'd bet.
We definitely have to do something here.
Boy.
Bloody hell, Roger, come on.
Boy.
Ah, there we go. Oh, man. Gotta get like the exact position to click. Okay, cool. So, that should have dislodged our stuff down here. Awesome.
A small opening between the brain wall and the debris pile allows a small amount of light to escape.
Well, let's go inside. See what awaits us.
Ugh!
Uh-oh.
Ah! Even in this suit, that hurts like a... Geez. What's going on here? And what's with that big robot?
Well, well, Mr. Wilco. I must confess to being impressed that you made it this far. You are either a very lucky man, or the classic case of how looks can be deceiving.
I think the former, probably.
From what I know of your history, I can't say that in this case looks are necessarily deceiving. On the other hand, I don't think luck accounts for it all either. There's definitely something different about you, Mr. Wilco. It's a pity, though. I'm afraid this is where the odds catch up with you, Roger. I do hope you don't mind me referring to you as Roger. I feel we can both be on a first-name basis now, since we will soon be sharing such intimate moments. My rebirth and your death. Not necessarily in that order. I'll attend to you in a moment. I have a few more little details to finish before I transfer my consciousness into this body. Enjoy it, Roger. It'll be among the very last of your memories.
All impressed, he's all the way there.
And
Yeah, he's done
by the
well.
way, escape attempts
For how
will
stupid he's supposed to
prove
be.
futile.
He's done pretty well.
You will be incinerated if necessary.
Jeez, what a bit...
I'm sorry. What was that you were saying?
Nothing.
Me? I was saying, what a bite. Yeah, I had a little trouble with some parasites a while ago down in the digestive tract. That's all it was.
I'll bet. Okay, I'm gonna save. Just in case. Alright, let's have a little look around before we do anything.
It's a piece of mining equipment. She's been digging around in the cortex.
What is she up to? What are you up to, Sharpay?
It's the robot Sharpay is using, just as Dr. Bellows told you about.
But why?
Welcome to the Cerebral Cortex. It looks like someone's been mining brain matter.
I swear she can't be in good shape after having these robots like digging around inside her brain.
It looks like a bundle of nerves with electrical current through them.
Sure does. Sure does.
It's a lovely pile of brain matter.
Hey, that's me.
That is you. That is correct. Okay. I wonder if we can actually do anything here. I do know what we need to do, but
That's
I'm
delightfully non-helpful.
interested if we can die here or not. I feel like this is slightly unrealistic. Yeah, just slightly. Brain mining. Don't think that's the thing.
It feels slightly...
I was curious if she can actually kill us here or not.
Don't... You summon the...
Doesn't seem like it.
Hey, don't put your mouth on that.
Okay, well, I guess we can't actually die here. So what we need to do is use our trusty paperclip. This is a serious game, of course you're gonna die. Well, that's the thing, is this one, I feel, does not have anywhere near as many death kind of like scenarios as the older games. Like, there's not as many places. Like, you'd think you could die here. With this being like someone who wants to kill you, but
That would...
can't see a way to do it.
Don't touch... That's delight... It feels...
Can't see a way, so we're just gonna use our trusty paperclip on these sparky brain cells here. Create some kind of crazy brain laser. Just drop all that junk into Stella's brain. That's not an issue. Sure, she'll be alright.
Wow, that was actually a great idea. Go figure.
Yeah, I kicked her butt. Just look at me. MacGyver wishes he could be me. It was bound to happen. The never-ending battle between good and evil was once again waged, and once again, good has emerged victorious. Yes, and with me on its side, how could it lose?
Many ways.
Yes, once again, I have struck a blow for good over evil. It was in a... Hey! Ah! What? But I thought I took care of you.
Not yet.
Well, it appears you thought wrong now, doesn't it, Roger? Wilco, I haven't survived this long without taking precautions. The robot was just hardware. My mind still exists.
Oh, real wonderful.
Ruh-roh.
Ooh! Ah! Hey, watch those tentacles, lady. I thought that being partially embedded in the street on Polysorbate was a strange feeling.
Yeah, which way you putting those tentacles, eh? Have some respect.
My, she has a different look now. I don't know which I like better.
Okay, so you must be able to die here. Yep.
Cool. A chance to check out your own digestive tract.
Okay, so solution to this boss, if you can call it a boss, or puzzle, whichever you prefer, is of all things, the good old fish that we've been carrying this entire game. It don't look too fresh, I gotta say. It's seen better days. Even got a little crisscrossy eye going on there on the cursor. Oh.
Pretty
Too
embarrassing
late.
getting wasted by an old lady, tentacles or not. You'd better hope no one saw that.
Oh, I'm sure many people saw that. Okay. It's time. It is time for the fish. The glory of the fish.
Fish, that's brain food.
Yeah, I wouldn't have eaten that if I was you. Like, just looking at it, you kind of know that's not the freshest fish that you could eat.
All right. She actually chowed down on that rancid fish.
Here's your fish.
I thought I'd never get rid of that
Need like
fish.
a sound clip of that bit. But now we got to get out of here. That's the issue. So Dr. Bellows, we can obviously see him somehow from inside here. Must be kind of like a thin piece of flesh or something. There we go. It's a nice pimple SOS.
Nice shot.
Excellent.
Oh, there you are, Wilco.
We did it. We saved Stella.
Boy, Stellar, with all that's happened recently, I never would have imagined that we'd be standing here together.
It is a miracle, Roger. I was afraid that by the time you got my message, it would be too late. I was certain I was doomed. But you didn't let me down. What you did was incredibly brave, Roger, not to mention intensely risky. It took Dr. Bellows a lot of work to clean up after you and Sharpay.
Hey, that was mainly you. You've been
I
eating
must say,
some weird
Roger,
shit.
there's not a man in the universe who knows me inside the way you do.
It was a strange feeling, but I went in there all business. There wasn't a moment I wasn't thinking of your welfare.
And your diet.
Oh, give me a break. Let me put my boots on. It's getting deep in here.
Cheese it, pal, or I'll rip out your larynx and you won't be able to get a job doing bad voiceover work for Chinese action pictures.
Not his larynx.
What did you say, Roger?
It's his best feature.
Oh, I was just mumbling to myself. You know, Stellar, there's one thing I noticed while inside you I thought I might share.
The hell you
And
been
what's
eating,
that,
girl?
Roger?
You eat like a goat. You really have to change your eating habits, Stellar. I saw some things in your digestive tract I wouldn't wish on Sludge Vohall. You really have to clean up your consumption act.
Yes, I know. Dr. Bellows said he was able to fix most everything done to me during Sharpay's invasion, as well as patching an ulcer that was playing havoc with my stomach. He told me the same things.
You might also try chewing.
Chewing.
You had a hunk of Twinkoid wedged in your throat that would have gagged Linda Lovelace.
Linda Lovelace, I don't know who that is.
Okay, Roger, okay,
That
I
fool's
got
threatening
the
Gary. I know,
message.
you can't threaten
Let's
Gary.
change the subject,
That
shall
ain't cool.
we? Ask me where I'm stationed next.
Why don't you just tell me?
Boy, some fun you are.
Enough of the game, Stella.
Sorry, I guess I'm a little grumpy. I had a real day. I had to clean the captain's log entry container, then somebody got a nice buzz in 8 rear and decided to take a wormhole ride in the Hollow Suite. They hit a few wrong buttons, and the next thing I know, I'm cleaning Virgon Nebula sets and hors d'oeuvres off every wall and ceiling. Apparently, they truly did make the room
D'oeuvres.
spin. Boy, they spackled everything. Had to use the putty knife to chip loose some of the chunks of...
Roger, I'm sorry you had a rough day, but can we please change the subject?
Oh, sorry.
Get in ahead of yourself there, Roger.
Anyway, I think you're gonna like your next assignment.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
What is it?
What is it? Where is it?
What is this assignment?
Sorry. You're just gonna have to wait to find out.
Oh, no. And we're going to have to wait forever. Because that will never be resolved. Unless they decide to reboot the series. So yeah, such a romantic conversation. And there goes the Deep Ship 86.
As Roger and Stellar warp off into the nebula set, many questions remain. Will Roger and Stellar become an item? How will Beatrice Wankmeister react when she hears about this new friend in Roger's life? Will Roger's voice be a few octaves higher as a result? Would they dare to make another one of these things?
No,
only time
unfortunately.
and money will tell.
I've been up to my lips in urinal pucks lately. I hope it's something different.
Well, I wish we knew, Roger. I wish we knew.
Who wrote this crap? Oh, yeah, Scott. Yeah, well, yeah, then good work.
Good old Scott. One of the guys from Andromeda. But not the both of them. So that was Space Quest 6. The last in the series, unfortunately. Last of a good series.
Did you hear about the animator who killed himself? Yeah, he couldn't draw his own breath.
So we can listen to Roger crack some weird jokes. Farewell, Space Quest. I know. It's sad. I wish there was more to play in the series. But there is, God, I always forget what it's called. Was it called Space Venture? Is that what it's called? A new one that's coming out? Which is by the creators of this.
These, by the way, are the credits. They're called credits because, well, we can't afford to really pay anybody until more people buy the game.
Yes, the Space Venture is like the... not a sequel to this game, but it's by the same people and it's kind of the same style. And that's supposed to be coming out at some point. Maybe next year. It's been delayed quite a bit, so it's hard to say when it's going to come out. But I am looking forward to seeing how that pans out. I mean, it's by the guys who made this, so it's got to be good. Unfortunately, there will not be any Gary Owens, though, which is a shame. Unfortunately, he passed away before he was supposed to be involved in it, but yeah.
All these people worked on this dumb game?
He passed away a couple of years ago, which is really sad. It would have been cool to see his voices in a few more games, even if they're not Space Quest games. There we go, Gary Owens. That's the only one you need to worry about here, Gary Owens. The one and only. Trying to see if there's any names I recognize in here. Oh, there we go, Soylent Clear Jingle, sung by Lana Roberts. Wonder if she's done anything else. It was probably her crowning achievement. I don't think you can top that jingle. Dedicated to Duncan Thacker. Dedicated to the loving memory of Garrett Denver Pickenpan. Pickenpan? Pickenpa?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's it. Bye-bye. No more. Bye-bye. That's it. All finished. Bye-bye. 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 Farewell. Farewell. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, this is it. The last time. Goodbye.
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 See you later, Roger.
Thank you for playing Space Quest 6. This is Gary Owens, signing off.
So weird that like they plan to do more, but like even the ending of that almost seems like that was the finale of the series. The way they say goodbye and stuff, 'cause that's the only one they've done that in. So kind of weird.